Air Commodore Bobby 84Z9 has begun an academy which is meant to teach discipline, fighting, and teamwork. Any ranks may request to have this training, and commanders and up may decide to send a soldier or officer to training if the commander or up feels that they need it. Air Commodore Bobby 84Z9 will be in charge of this new special training, while Air Marshal Applehead 123 oversees it. The UCAF Christmas party is still continuing as scheduled. The party will be on December 20th at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The place will most likely be at UCAF Christmas, a game made by Commander Jaden 0005. Marshal Oplo will be dressing up as Santa Claus. UCAF requests that you come in either an elf costume or simply a suit, but you may not come as Santa Claus. Because of his leave, UCAF News has conducted an interview with former Lieutenant Mr. Skaterboy 2. Here is the interview. Alright, good evening. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing fine. So, so long, kind of a month or two ago, I think, or a few weeks, you left UCAF, and a lot of people are wondering why. Some have been saying it's because of other people in the group. Others are saying it's because you're mad at yourself. So, why exactly did you leave UCAF?
I left because it's just all the efforts that I tried with other officers, such as Mighty Damien, Nearly Epic, and all those people. The efforts that we tried to do to revive the group, raise the activity, has just went down the drain. That's all I can say. And it was really no reason for me to stay because it was just getting worse and worse as it was going. So I left.
So, it was basically because of inactivity in the group that you lost interest?
It wasn't necessarily just the inactivity. It was also the corruption in there, how things were handled. It was just, it was really just not enough.
Right, so that actually brings me to my second question. A lot of people have been saying things about UCAF being corrupt and things like that. What are your thoughts on that?
I would say it's definitely true. I'm sure Apollo doesn't know about it at all. And I'm sure maybe, probably Apple doesn't even know about it really. But there is really a lot of corruption. That's something that we have tried to fix over a while. We couldn't fix it, and it was just incredible how much was in there. It was just in the roots, so to speak.
So, are there any specific people that you'd say it's coming from?
Any specific people that I could say that were corrupted?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Let me think about that. There is a number. Like I think I can name two officers. Believe it or not, I would say maybe Bobby because whenever something happens, like someone was caught TKing or someone was doing this, and they're like a lieutenant, Bobby keeps it on the just down low. He doesn't want anybody to talk about it anymore. He hates it when people talks about it, and nothing happens to that one person. Like I remember, I was training this one corporal, and he was TKing repeatedly at the training. So I asked nearly to demote him, and Bobby got angry at me when he was demoted, and he tried to get me demoted. So
Interesting. So, there's also been a lot of talk that you and Jaden 0005 have not been getting along that much.
that has to be true due to basically the way he does things are a little, how should I say,
Unorthodox?
unnecessary. Very unnecessary. Such as, I decided to test the Raiders, and Jaden knew. thought it was me the whole time. So it may have been a solo raid, but in a solo raid, you can use admins such as to kick them and to teleport them. But when you're literally trying to resize the raider's head, that's doesn't really like what are you doing?
So you had a problem with his maturity level? It will be interesting to see how Commander Jaden 0005 responds to these accusations. Finally, Oplo has turned UCAF Central Outpost into a new winter wonderland. The only major changes, however, is the color of the grass being changed from green to snowy white. This new look for UCAF Central Outpost will probably last until the new year. Well, that's all we have time for today. If you have your own stories that you'd like to put on UCF News, message Lieutenant Sky Targeter. Have a great day, and